All right, if I can get your attention, guys, it's going to be a rolling start, as did every other race here in this championship. I want to just say briefly thank you guys for coming out and racing with us in this championship. We've been happy to have you, and it's been one of the best championships we've seen here since CSRO's return. Just remember that this is a rolling start. When the lights go out, do not go. Do not attempt to try a race start and then be given a penalty. It's going to be a drive-through penalty, and then you'll be put at the back of your grid. Use of that horn is prohibited during the race. If there is an incident in lap 1, then you restart single file, no overtaking. All right, take the names off for a bit. Let me see this. I'm excited. All these beautiful cars on the track. Just look at it. And the liveries, the ones that do have liveries, are done by us in-house. They're Christian Rajnath, the one taking all the penalties for everyone from the last race. That's actually a joke. It's not really serious. Is actually responsible for doing these liveries. Big shout out to him. All right, 80 kilometers per hour. 80 kilometers per hour. My two Titus, you have a drive-through penalty. You are to wait at the end of pit lane. Wait to the end of pit lane. Mission Wallace, you've been given a drive-through penalty. You are to wait at the end of pit lane. Wait at the end of pit lane. Prepare for your race start. You're now under the director's orders. Green light, green light, green light, green light. All right, we got race start, ladies and gentlemen. Already, Michael Charles, Michael Paisley having a look there on the inside. John Green, though, gets going into turn 1. Kurt Moss runs it really wide there, but he's still alive. Looking back now, has there been any sort of issue here? So Michael, gets up and alongside Kurt Moss and puts that car into second position. So the guys have taken the drive through, but it's John Green who's running away with this one so far. Matthew Titus already with an issue. Their tires are too cold. But look at Mikel being attacked. Look at that. How many cars are getting in through here this chicane? We do have a bit of bump and tussle there, and now we got someone. It's Andrew Morrison. That's looking the other way. Does he get going now? Yes, he does, but he's got to be careful how he gets back on track. Joshua Brady being attacked here as well. Jaden Harrison gets up into 11. Kale is going to take the opportunity to get up into 11th now. Tavar, his teammate, is looking very, very racy behind them. So Tavar's got a front row street. His teammate putting down a car on the inside of Jaden Harrison. He's fighting now for that 11th position. And look, that's the second half of the field, I should say. We got a huge accident. Declan Daniel off of track right now. John Green, though, being able to run away with this one. Declan seemingly out already. Stephen Pommel's now up into 8th position. He's having a look at Mark Puxon. John Green already putting 2 seconds between himself and Mikel Charles. Kurt Moss just trying to hold on to this one. He's got an opportunity, Kurt, to just at least, and we look back now, Christian Rajnath's having a fight here with Javon Taylor. Kurt Moss has got an opportunity to at least tie it off with Dominic Charles, who's not here today. Look back up, it's Kurt Moss now on the heels of Mikel Charles. They go into the break-in zone. Villeneuve chicane, actually. Seems as though he's just, we got a bunch of cut track warnings coming in there for some, a huge amount of guys. I would assume it's the first chicane there. Oh, Mikhail runs it a bit wide, and now Curtis got a huge run up on the inside of him. Yes, he is. He's alongside that car, Kurt Moss, and he gets up into second position. Can he get job done here? Yes, he has. Mikhail now under pressure from Michael Paisley, it seems. So I'm hearing a crash here. That's a huge crash with Taylor. And Marcin.
No, it's back on right now.
Wait, what a mess.
What's going on? Just resume the circle is down.
Alright, I'm gonna call a yellow flag. Full course yellow, full course yellow. No overtaking, no overtaking. Alright, 50 kilometers per hour, 50 kilometers per hour, John.
We're doing to me, man.
Come on, guys, focus for the race start. Green light, green light, green light. Alright, we get racing once more again. Michael Paisley trying to get a jump here on the inside of Dunmar Scott. He does get it up in there, but can he complete it? Oh, huge crash at the back, but no more restarts on this one. We can see them falling down the order. We'll pick them up after. But Dunmar and Michael Paisley having a huge fight here. Now Nathan Bryan having a look as well. Michael definitely not good here on the restart, and now he's all the way back in 5th position. He's got a lot of work here now to do. Pit window is open now. Cale Vader-Roper getting passed there by Sean Lee, and it seems as though Christian's having a look as well. Oh, Dunmar Scott with an issue. Now Michael Paisley. Oh, huge incident there. Circuit Zolder, oh my gosh, that's it. They can't get back on the way. They gotta get back on the way here. That's a huge crash, but it's no more restarts here. This tight track, and imagine we went to Long Beach and we didn't see this mishap. It's just too many cars here. They do that, get going again, and the biggest loser here is Michael Paisley. Back all the way in 11th now. 17th actually. We've got Poxer 7/10 away from Nathan Bryan here. Nathan now able to join us after a huge hiatus here. And there's even more drama in the back of the field. Tavar Clark goes into pit lane. Cale Vaden-Roper now gets attack again. He gets up into 13th, and we got a huge incident here. Andrew Martian seeing the wall, and now he's gonna get past here. He's gonna be all the way back into 13th now. He's on the inside though, so Jade is gonna have to hold on. He's gonna have another try here though, Jaden, on the next set of turns here. Oh, and it's 3 wide, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Paisley as well. And who is that? It's Stephen Pommel's missing his braking zone. And huge crash there. Now Stephen Pommel takes out his countryman. Being blindsided there as they approach the chicane. It's very common in circuits like these. And Stephen Pommel's now all the way back into 20th position. Cale Vaden-Roper now losing another position, goes into 13th. Marlon Young in 17th now. Joshua Brady getting ahead of him. Sean Lee looking very racy behind them. On the inside is Sean Lee. Got that late breaking down Sean into the first set of chicane, into the final set of chicanes here. While John Green sets the fastest lap of the race. Looking ahead. red. Michael Charles has lost that second position to Kurt Moss. Kurt Moss runs into the very slow out patch there to Sen, and he loses that position to Michael Charles now. John Green here has got a great lead with about 4 seconds to his name, followed by Michael Charles and then Kurt Moss, who you saw made that mistake there. Then we've got Nathan Bryan right behind him, followed by Mark Puxon here as they're settling down. Then we got Christian Rajnath Zafiro has made it all the way up into 7th now. We see more yellow flags there for those in red. And then Rob Patab is right there in 8th position behind Zafiro. Michelle Wallace here in 9th. And then we've got Matthew Titus to finish off the top 10. So Kurt Moss right on the heels once again of the Trinidadian here. Let's ride with them. He's got a great run here, and Mikkel is trying to squeeze him. Into turn 1 they go. Mikkel on the inside line. Can he get it to stop? No, he's going to run it wide. Now they switch back. Kurt Moss on the outside. Mikkel on the inside. Kurt Moss trying to stay away from the Trinidadian here as it gives him the competition room. Look at how close he is though. Keep 6 feet apart. That's not being adhered to this time around. Oh, he just touches him just. Definitely as fast a pace here, Kurt Moss. He switches back on the inside now. And just for the moment, oh, we see Sean Lee dropping down the order. Just for the moment, Mikkel stays alive. It's Michael Paisley and Sean Lee and Jaden Taylor fighting here for that coveted 12th position. Michael, not the race he wanted here. He had a great opportunity at, I believe it was 2nd position. Oh, Zafiro Ramirez with an issue here now. And you can see the difficulty that is coming back on track here. He's got to be careful not to get into someone's way. Now he's all the way back to this fight here that we're seeing with Michael Paisley, who does get by Javon Taylor. Now Sean Lee's going to want to do the same. The pace is definitely falling off here against Taylor. Taylor gets passed by Sean Lee on the inside here now. Can he mount a response? No, he cannot. You can see Sean Lee just cutting across there. He's got that line and he got it done. Nathan Bryan gets passed by Mark Puxon. I think Nathan messed up that chicane there. So the Trinidadian gets by into 5th position. But if we look forward, Marlon Young, oh, locks up Taylor. And Harrison as well. Oh, Mikkel gets passed by Kurt Moss. We saw this one coming. Kurt just playing the fiddle here, and he gets it done. Now Mikkel gets relegated into 3rd. Michael Paisley up into 11th now, as Zafiro is passed. Harrison already put to rest here, and Kilbane and Robert having a look on the inside. He gets it done. He gets up into 17th. But can Harrison slow it down? Yes, he can. Andrew Marshall with a fight back here now sees Harrison. Titus here in 7th position has got a train of cars coming up behind him in Wallace and Scott. Scott looking very racy behind his countryman. On the outside, he's trying to pass here, or having a look, I should say. Kurt Moss sets a 1:31.3 there on the timing charts. Not the fastest though. The fastest is held by John Green. It's a 1:38.39. As I think, who was that? I think it's Titus that goes into pit lane now. So Scott and Wallace fights into turn 1. Andrew Martian calls it a day here. Cannot get it done. Thanks to Joe Bob there for the subscription. So Matthew Titus is in pit lane. Donmar Scott losing it here against Wallace. And the first round of pit stops are in. At Michael Charles, who takes it into pit lane. So he's going to want to try here now with the undercut to Kurt Moss. And Mark Boxon is actually running the same strategy here, or trying to mimic the strategy here of Michael Charles. Nathan Bryan as well gets into pit lane, while Christian Rajanath is sent into third position. Looking back though, Donmar Scott and Mission Wallace, you can see where Donmar is gaining on Mission. It's that final sector. And Michael Paisley gets up back into 6th now with the pit stops. And Stephen Pummels has been given a drive-through penalty there for cutting. I think it's cutting the... Oh, nope, he's ran out of cut track warnings. That's what happened there to Stephen Pummels. He's had 5 cut track warnings, and he's used up all of them. So now he's been given a drive-through penalty as Donmar tries to mount an attack here for this 4th position. Through the first chicane. Into the braking zone for the second one he goes. And he's not letting up off of Wallace here now. He's got an opportunity. Can he make it done? Can he get it done here on the inside? What a pass, ladies and gentlemen. Donmar Scott up into 4th position. Mission is going to stay with him though. Stephen Pummel sees another issue here now. He's in the gravel trap there. And Pertab is going to get by. Oh, I think he's got damage, Pummels, does he? Let's go back to Machine, though. He's trying his best not to let not to let Scott get away with this one. Oh, they both run it wide here now. Who comes out, though, with the shorter end of the stick? What has happened to John Green? He's lost it now. He's back in 2nd position. Kurt Moss goes into 1st. I just barely spot that there. John Green with almost 10 seconds to his name there against Kurt Moss. Now back in 2nd, and Christian Rajanath is actually 14 seconds behind him. So at least for that part, he's clear. But I'm not sure if he had an issue here, John Green. Now you can see Kurt Moss there through the penultimate turn. Is he going to pit? No, he does not. Rajanath pits here from 3rd position. Where is Michael Paisley? He gets into pit lane as well. And Sean Ali goes for another lap. Sean Lee's going to catapult now into 3rd position with these pit stops. Paisley coming out of pit lane. And we've got cars behind Paisley. Does he make it out ahead of Partab? Yes, he does. They're on a racing lap, so he's allowed to get going again. And Michael Paisley does that well as Kurt Moss enters pit lane. So because of that, John Green, Stephen Pommel's been given a stop-go penalty of 10 seconds there for speeding into pit lane. He's done it over 100 kilometers per hour. That's why he's been given not a drive-through penalty, but a stop-go of 10 seconds. I want to see what he does, what timing he gets at the end of pit lane, and then rate that against John Green's pit stop. Gets out at 41.7 there. Remember that? I think it was cut. John Green goes into pit lane now. Let's take a look at what his pit time will be. Look at the top of your screen. He's got to be careful not to shoot past his pit box as well. John Green can get going in a few moments' time. Gets going now. It's 38 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Where is Kurt Moss? Kurt Moss enters first turn right now. And now John Green, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be close one. Kurt Moss goes into first. Yes, he does. But this is going to be a battle now down to the end of the race. One I am pretty much looking forward to. Boxing, really not that far away from these guys. If it does come to a huge fight down at the ending of the race, ladies and gentlemen, then it could be well in play here for Mark to take his first win on his debut. Ooh, Machine making a very dire mistake there, and he's going to lose some more time to kill Vader Ropa. And he's pressuring his countryman here as they exit the chicane. Into the second chicane now. Oh, and he makes a mistake while as he runs that on. And he's going to give that position now to his countryman, Kale Vader Ropa. Kale up into 9th now. Oh, looking up. Sean Lee's pressuring Marlon Young now. Wow, Kurt Moss holds on there with a 2.5 second lead against John Green. Sean Lee mounts an attack here against his countryman, and he's given a cut track warning.
Sean, you gotta give back that position.
Oh, and he's missing that braking zone. There is Marlon Young. Just as Sean has that drive-through penalty there for coming across that line. It wasn't Sean. Yes, he's cut the track now on more than 5 occasions. Oh, and Harrison takes out Sean Lee. But Sean still needs to pit here. And I think Kurt Moss has got traffic. Yes, he has. And now John Green, because of the traffic, has been able to catch up back. He does get by Taylor, though. And now he's even closer, John Green. Under 5 minutes to go here in this race. What a calamitous one hit has been. 136.73, the fastest lap there, being reset by John Green. Kurt under some very heavy pressure now. Welcome to John Rack there, being sported on Kurt Moss's rear wing. Ooh! I think he's got some issues there with his internet, actually.
We got our eyes on it.
John Green is actually going to lose some time here now. Can he make it back on the braking here? And he's got Zafiro ahead of him as Kurt Moss. He's got to navigate by. Oh no, Zafiro not letting these leaders by as fast as they would have liked though. John Green pressuring the Jamaican here. He's got a great run, John Green. Through the start finish line they go, ladies and gentlemen. This is for the lead of the race. On the inside is Kurt Moss now. John Green on the outside runs it wide. Can he get it done? You can see Kurt Moss teleporting here around the place here, but can he get it done, John Green? Is that a fight? That is over. It seems so, ladies and gentlemen. Kurt Moss now relegated back into second position. As the lights are are coming on here at Circuit Zolder, everyone's getting a drive-through penalty. John Green has given back that position, not sure why. Maybe he just wants to race with Kurt. Now Kurt runs it over the chicane way too much. He's had to correct it. And they've got passes all around this track right now. Let's ride with John Green once again.
John, we're getting the feedback from your mic.
Into the second chicane they go. Comes out. Kurt Moss does get a pretty good run here. He's opening the gap. John Green trying that very alien-like line. If you know sim racing, if you know motor racing, that line there need to be explained to us in that fraternity. It gives you a better exit. That's all you need to know. He's pressuring the Jamaican here now, John Green. And Kurt Moss seemingly doing well to hold on here. But John has got that superior pace here against him, I would say. 25 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the final lap here when that time expires. Oh, he almost runs into the back there. John Green is going to lose pace now. Oh, Kurt Moss with a better line here through that chicane. John Green gets down into second gear there. And this is it. When they cross the line, that's it. Kurt Moss, as long as he can hold on here. John Green on the inside, having a look-see. Does he get the pace on the exit? I don't believe he will. Ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Moss is going to hold off John Green to take the win here. Beautiful race down to the wire. John Green, a second position. Mark Puxon, on his debut, is going to claim that final podium position. Christian Rajnath with a great race here is going to come in fourth position. And Michael Paisley, what a recovery drive here from the Jamaican to come in fifth behind Christian Rajnath. Donmar Scott here now is going to come across the line in sixth. He did get away from Raul Pertab here, who's now going to claim seventh. Matthew Titus here is going to claim eighth position. We still got guys. We got someone claiming a position. I think it's Stephen Pummels, as Wallace is in the pit lane. Wallace could not complete this race here. We saw him and Scott fighting. Harrison is going to get that ninth position. Nathan Bryan, unfortunately, is going to lose out here back into 10th. Mark Puxon, you're going to have to introduce yourself, because this is the first time you've actually raced here with us, and with it came a podium. Congratulations to you, sir. Do tell us too about your time in sim racing, if this is the first time you're on Assetto Corsa, and of your previous outings, if not.
Well, hello and thanks very much. Yeah, my name is Mark, and I've been sim racing since Windows 95, 98, you know, since around back when the original Dirt came out, and I've been sim racing for a long time. I've partially made a transition, to PS4, the GT Sport, with some friends who encouraged me to, but I had never forgotten my PC roots, and Assetto Corsa was something that I always used to play a lot. But I never used to spend that much time in it and never really got involved in any leagues per se. So this is pretty much my first competition online on Assetto Corsa.
Well, I have to say congratulations to you, and you are coming in here with a little bit of experience, I should say a lot, to bring that third position home for the Trinidadians here in the absence of Dominic Charles as well. I want to say congratulations to you, man.
Thanks very much. Like I said, I hope to come back, and I predominantly like to race clean, and I'm the type of person that normally is quite patient. So if I do get any accidents with anybody, I apologize in advance.
That is definitely much appreciated here. Just quickly talk about that race there for you, how you find the track and the car especially.
Track is it's a difficult track. I Some guys will put it on some phenomenal times that I don't know really how they get down to those times. But then again, I don't get the time to put in his practice like some people might, and I have basically put in as much practice as I can, and I like to be consistent more than flat out top pace.
Yeah, that is definitely something to look at here for some other guys as well. All right, well, thanks a lot for that, Mark Puxon, and we definitely, it's Pugman actually. I keep saying Puxon, Pugman, and well, I
No,
think you've.
it is Pogman, but I tried to I don't know why it's saying Pogman. I've had it corrected. When I look in the settings, it's set as POGSON. I don't know why it's showing up as that.
Okay then. All right. Thanks a lot there, Pugman. All right. All right. So yeah, let's move on then to John Green. John, what happened there with you? We didn't see it. That's first and foremost. But then we saw Kurt get by you, and it all went downhill after that.
Yeah. It was a general mistake. Tires went off, and that same S turn, you can't take that S turn when your tire is, almost to the, So I didn't test the car doing 20 laps or 15 laps. So when I went into that turn with the same pace, the back end just went. So spin. When I spin, there were 2 lap cars, so I couldn't spin the cars. I had to wait till they pass. But yeah, I was generally, I was pretty much following the stream, and it was never my intention to actually win the race. So I always was gonna let Court pass. But yeah, when I pitted, the few laps I did on the tires, I had a lot of lap cars, and the tires weren't good, so I was basically like losing time to Court. So I decided to pit. What happened there was I was gaining on him, but then I was, like I said, I didn't want to pass him because of the championship. So I preferred them to have like a tie. So, but Kurt was putting up a fight. So at one point I wanted to catch him, right? So I decided, all right, I'll go after him, and then I couldn't catch him, and then a lap car just screwed up everything he worked for. So when I did get to pass him, I allowed him to pass me back because for me
Yeah,
that
we
wasn't
saw that.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was ridiculous. 'Cause I know Kurt wasn't happy about that. So, um, but yeah, I tried to catch him back, and it wasn't possible. Really nice racing though.
Most definitely. We sure did enjoy it. I'm telling you what, I did not know where to look, guys. All right, finally, we get to Kurt Moss. Kurt missing out on a race here, and then Dominic missing out today. One would hope that, or just wonder, hope to wonder actually, if you did not miss that race, this championship would have been yours.
Yeah, maybe. We could all say, what if, but it is what it is. I'm having fun racing, man. Whenever I show up, to me, winning a championship or whatever, it's good to have, but it's all about having fun whenever I get on track. So it is what it is. I had fun today, and I'm glad John kind of clarified what happened. I was wondering why he let me back in front, but yeah, thanks, John. The lap traffic was like really ridiculous for me. I don't know why guys keep fighting on track. I don't know if they're not using their relatives or what. But good win, good race. I struggled at the start. I had 2 cut tracks on the first lap, so it was really a struggle for me early on.
Yeah, we saw actually you losing a pace there to John as well in the start, and then you had Mikel to worry about too.
Yes, definitely. They were close. Like a bunch of us were are really on basically the same pace. So it was almost like just having a better pace and just to keep ahead of them. Yeah, so I'm happy with the result, man.
All right, and we're happy too as well for such a beautiful championship. I'd say just before you go, Kurt, I want your thoughts on this car, on the structure of this championship as we go forward here with the organization. Let the people know what's going on here.
Well, pretty much, it's a very good car for a single make race. It's challenging, but it's not so difficult to drive where it's kind of you don't want to drive it. But yeah, I could see doing another season with it. It's a pretty good car.
All right, then that is going to be it there. Then thanks a lot, guys, especially you, Kurt Moss, there for the final words. I'm gonna step aside. Remember, do not leave the Discord server just yet. We have a meeting right after this race, but I'm just gonna step aside now and close off this stream here.